camelo, Mwako kema adenuna, Mwako kema adenuna, Namanu wade bono to sande muwe, Namanu wade bono to sande muwe, Umame muwe, bono muwe, Umame muwe, bono muwe, Ade bono, Ade bono. Namanu waje bono kwa wetunya, late mani wete bono, late mani wete bono, late mani wete bono, na me mai late bono, na me mai la wete bono, jete bono, jete bono, jete bono, late mani wete bono, late mani wete bono, una je bono, una je bono. Alla bono, wate bono isa, nande mala, kete ale toy, etunya, wate bono toy,
Eu, seu
Be
to welcome you again.
Thank you.
And I'd like you to start off by introducing yourself and then your relationship to the late Melvin.
My name is Ruth Park Pitmore Papai, and I'm his aunt.
And you are?
Grace Pitmore, from his aunt.
Lincoln Cooper, first cousin.
So, man, tell us, you guys will have to start out telling us why you here today.
Okay, we are here to speak out on the murder of our son. For us, our family, it was murder. We have reached the conclusion that our son was murdered. We're not accepting any suicide. Our son was murdered. And we are only here so that government can be able to tell us why he was murdered and who murdered him.
Who was Melvin prior to his death?
Melvin was a gentle giant. Melvin was very lovable, kind, funny, gentle. Melvin was everybody's friend. That's who Melvin was. A gentle giant.
What was your last interaction with Melvin prior to his death?
The last interaction with Melvin was on the phone. Before Melvin left to go up on the tour with the president, he called, and that was a tradition he had. He called his grandmother and asked for prayer. He did that all the time. And that was the last time he called and he was going on the tour with the president, and we should pray for him. That was the last time. That was the last time.
You earlier spoke about raising Melvin, helping to raise Melvin. What sort of child did you know him from his childhood to be?
Melvin lost his mother when he was under 3 years old. So we raised Melvin, his mother's family, we raised him. His mother was the sister between two of us. She was next to me. And Melvin, we raised him in our family in a Christian home. This is the first cousin right here. All of these kids were raised together. Melvin had never had any problem. He was raised as a normal child. Loving and caring. That's who Melvin was. And when he became a young man, he went into the world with the same attitude. Today, you will see people talk about Melvin all over. They will give you that character of Melvin. That's why when people come to us and tell us that our son killed himself, this family, no matter where you take us, this family is not going to accept that our son, he's not even capable of killing a fly. He's going to kill himself? No. If our son wanted to kill himself, he was a trained officer. He would have taken a single bullet. He would not torture himself by shooting all over his body. Who would want to torture themselves? And the circumstances surrounding this death is why we really have the family to say, our son did not kill himself. And we want to know who killed him and why. That's why.
And what have you been told by the government?
They say he committed suicide. The family said, no. Capital N-O, no. He did not commit any suicide. The people took Melvin's life. And we won't answer for that. He will not serve his country for 15 years on a decent record. Then you kill him and want to bury him for that record to go into history. No wonder. We want our son's name to be clear. He never killed himself. We want justice for Melvin. They must clear Melvin's name. Then the government got the nerve to come to us after they killed our son. It took 2 weeks. Nobody came to us to even say, "Oh, you're sorry." Nobody came to us to say anything to us, to even officially explain to us how our son died. That has not happened from government yet. But 2 weeks after his death, they come to us to ask about his burial. 3 weeks after his death, they come to say they can only embalm him.
Have you seen the body of Melvin?
I've seen the body. I've seen the body of Melvin. And the body I saw, he had dressing on this side of his head, he had dressing here, and he had a dressing here. When I looked on his abdomen, I saw a hole through his shirt. I saw a hole there. When I was trying to go lower to the legs, we were not allowed to go that far. And we left the funeral home. So those things are assault on my son. I'm sorry. I need a different answer than the suicide. we're not going to settle. This family will not settle for any kind of suicide. They must clean up the record that he did for this government. He lived his life. This is a man who put his life on the line when you are working with the president. Do you know that a bullet comes that the bodyguards can take bullet for the president? Now this is the man who is laying down his life for his country. Then he stayed all night working. He was now a madman. He worked all night guarding his president. He was now a madman. But suddenly in the morning, he gets mad, he takes a gun, and he killed himself. Does that make any sense to anybody? It does not make sense to us. So we're not buying that.
Have you been able to talk to any of Melvin close friends, confidant?
All of Melvin's friends that we know, even the ones that were dancing at his wedding just in October, they danced there in the ring. Not a single one has called to say sorry, nor has anybody come to us, including government that said, nobody has been to us. Nobody has been to us to sympathize with us. It was only, I think, like last 2 weeks after his death that they sent the low-class EPS people to come find out about his burial. After they posted on the Executive Mansion website that they were investigating, they have not come back to us to tell us the result of the investigation, but they have come back to tell us, hey, Kilo can't find out how you're going to bury him. The body has not even been turned over to us. Government still has his body. Tomorrow we'll make it 3 weeks. Government still has that body.
I mean, some people are concerned about why have you been so quiet for a while since the incident, the family now.
Yeah.
Why has the family been so quiet?
You see, that's exactly what the family is, a quiet family. But the reason why we have been sitting back, from the day of Melvin's death news when it hit us, his wife has been in hiding. His wife has been terrified and has been in hiding. So if we are going to protect our daughter, we can't come to the public, hoping that it was just going to be few days thing. But now, 3 weeks tomorrow. And
Why is she in hiding? Why?
The reason she's in hiding, I can't speak to that. It is maybe we'll say, well, security issue or something like that. Yeah,
Who's
so
after her?
Still a security issue. Yeah, still a security issue. Yeah.
Have you been able to talk to his immediate boss, the late Melvin immediate boss?
The EPA boss,
Yeah.
he does not even want to know whether we exist. He does not even want to know if Melvin is dead. This EPA boss has never contacted us to come and sympathize with us. He has never been there.
Has the president
He has
called
never
you?
been. The president is the same as the EPS. They all work on the same road. They are all operating on the same direction. Nobody has called. President has not called. EPS has not called. They have not been there. They have not even sent a half-hour delegation to come and even sympathize with us. That has not even happened yet.
Who's the most senior officer that has visited you as family?
We don't have any yet. I'm not sure, but we don't, because what happened was the people who they sent from the EPS that ready. When I tell you the way we train there, since this is live, it can be something, but the people who came to us from EPS, they don't have no answers for us. And I don't think they really have like higher position in EPS. There are some low class people. Like everybody is afraid to come. So they like you collect the janitor. No, we're not going there. You pack the janitor and the sweepers, then you say you'll go there and they prosecute you for us. That's how you see it. Because they see Bushy as a chicken. They don't see him as an officer who served his country for 15 years. They don't see him as that. Because if they were seeing him in that life, they would treat the family better than that. Yeah.
While serving under the previous government, I mean, what was the mental state of your son?
Our
Honor
son
Eddie Johnson Sully.
has always been sound, normal person. Not a day that we have had anything whatsoever, any message, any regarding our son. He's just been a normal human being. As he grew up a normal kid, he was still a normal person until they took his life.
Did he have a child?
He had 3 children, but with his wife, he had one son who was only 4 years old. Yeah. And these people come to us and tell us, say, 3 weeks after they have killed our son, and they come to us and tell us, say, oh, we were just embalm him. We just embalmed him. We want to know how our son was killed and why. And we're ready for it now.
And how are you going to go about that?
Anyway, we have to go and take placards and go out there, we'll go out there. We go to civil society, we're going to civil society. Anywhere that we can find help to clear our son's name. That's what we're going to do now. You know, understand that a woman gave birth to him after carrying him 9 months and he was not a chicken.
So, I mean, others who have called for specific kind of investigation to show proof of death. I mean, even though we've been told he was shot, or he shot himself rather. I mean, do you want further, like some would say, autopsy done on the body, or do you want to?
From where we are now, like earlier on, we were not looking to autopsy. He was shot. If they had told us earlier on that they shot our son, we were going to be done. But since they say he killed himself, this opened the door for anything. As the family go on, I can't make decision for the entire family, and his wife is still out there. So they will have to come here and decide what they really want to do.
So, ma'am, I mean, I know you have your experience with the late, personal experience with Melvin prior to his death.
Yes.
And what was that?
Melvin was a lovely person. He loved everybody and cared for everybody. There was not a day, if you go out there and ask friends, that Melvin made anyone to feel bad. My last interaction with Melvin, I went to his house, so 3 weeks before he died. And he was cooking rice. And when I said, Bushy, that's how we call him, Bushy. I said, Bushy, I'm hungry. Oh. He said, Ete, I'm coming to cook quick so he can eat. And then Bushy started to cook the rest quick. He told his son, go and buy water for my Ete to drink. And I said, come here, I'm wishing. Why order to a friend? I left. I stayed about 10 minutes before I could come back. He was feeling cooking the rest. He dished out the rest, put in the plate, and he served me. And I started eating. He told me, he said, Ete, don't get vexed here. I will find you something. I went to him every other morning to check on him. The moment I stepped there, he would say, oh, the security woman not come again. Because I used to worry about him. So I always went there to check. Everywhere he lived, I followed him. But the last time I called Melvin, and I asked him about my other son. I said, Melvin, have you seen Leo? He said, yes, Ete. Leo was at the house with me yesterday. We ate. But I'm going on a trip with the president. I'm coming back. When I come back, Ete, I will call you. Une, for his wife to call me on the 19th and say, Mommy, something bad in our family. What? Put it down. Put it down. Oh God. She said, push it down. I said, what can push it? The moment I said it, I accepted it. Because I went on my way coming. I had a motorbike accident on the 18th. And the motorbike gashed my toe. You can see it almost cut off. That I knew that. So I lost somebody. I feel in myself that I really lost somebody. Since Bushy died, no one ever asked anything. There were some friends that danced at his wedding. We saw them in a group dancing and demonstrating certain way when they go for the training. There have never been anyone who have come to us to even call to say anything about Bushy. Bushy is lying there in struggle. And the government not saying, the more hurtful about it. Choco, who is the EPA boss, grew up with Melvin's father and uncle in Congo town there. He passed every day to go to work, come to town, here in Monrovia town, and goes back. He ate with Bushy father and uncles. He has never stopped one day to even sympathize. Not on behalf of the government, but on behalf of himself and his family. People that he knew. No one. Not even the president, George Weah, who Bushy guarded for 3 years. Bushy had been guarding him. Bushy was a son on the motorcade. Whenever I used to live to here, so whenever people look at pass, because sometimes when I go into the market, I would see you and wave to him, then he would do that. He would do his hand like that, like that, no one. There had not been an official statement from the president or even from the EPA boss to say that one of their officers died. But believe me, for us with the family, we do not believe that Bushy killed himself. Bushy did not kill himself. We raised Bushy. We know Bushy. Bushy grew up in a Christian home. Bushy will not take his life. Bushy is not crazy. Bushy was not crazy. Bushy did not take a drug. Bushy guarded President George Weah from the morning, from the night until the morning. Then Bushy take crazy to kill himself. There is no record to show to any hospital that Bushy had a medical problem. And if Bushy had a medical problem, he was not be guarding the president. He guarded the president, Eddie Johnson Sally, for 12 years. We heard nothing. But when they come to this government, just to take him and carry him, brought him back as cargo. Let's see, brother. Let this government tell us something. Bushy did not commit suicide. Let them clear his name. We are ready to die.
Yeah.
We are ready to die.
Yeah.
We kept silent for reasons. Now we are ready to die.
Yeah.
We are ready to speak up. We call upon civil society. We call upon the legislature. We call upon them. That was Delon. All those men that are out there. We call them to come and help us to speak for us. We need justice. We need justice for our son. We need justice for Bushy. We need justice. They murder him. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you. Murder Bushy.
Do you want his body as family? Do you want government turning over his body to you as a family?
Because they came to us and told us they were wounded after he worked 15 years, served this government faithfully. Yes. They came and said they only do the embalming. If they only do the embalming, then they gave us the body. We are capable to bury Bushy. We are not depending upon government, but because he served in government, that we have been giving government chase. It's not like we are able to bury Bushy.
Thank you. What may you have here? Do you have something to say as well? I know he was your cousin and people who knew him, you guys look alike.
Let's talk a little bit about him.
Yeah.
Bushy myself, my other cousin, I think about 5. We work together with my grandmother. It was not used to be easy. Our grandmother, you see, so she's a mother. Pray God and to say she will be younger. We're so happy for her. But when she took care of us, she came back home. No. If once she tell you you're wrong, we should all struggle, we suffer. That woman took care of good 9 questions from the division. My uncle started in ministry with the grandchildren on the woman. She worked at BWR. We would go. So now our food was used to eat papa. Which is this so? Our goalkeeper there. We call him Shoppo. Our goalkeeper there. We play football together. How Bush is so? I just say Bush can't take a life. We believe it. You go up 100%, you calm down. We believe it. Bush is good everywhere we live. Even into a farm, go to a farm. You just take a survey into a farm. Just take a survey into a farm. They will tell you about bush. Everywhere we live. Westport near bush. Because a recent time now, decide to get married, he decided to get married. That's all that's played near bush. Bush got to go away, I go my way. But just can't just get a problem now. Bush gave himself. I told the people, I told them say, it's not true. So we are appealing to the legislatures. Let them try to investigate. But we know he never told in life. So we're begging, even the women of that bureau. Mama Eddie Josie said, if that boy serve you, You gotta do something. Don't sit. You know Bushy. You know him very well.
Yes.
Pull yourself together. You are investigating Bush case. Backing you. We hold your foot. Bush lean down there. He there lean down. Bush is there.
Looking for justice.
You can kill them. You can kill them. You can kill them. You can kill them. You are absolute murder. You can kill them. Oh God, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Speak faster. I can't go nowhere.
You see Bush here? That Bush on his side. Let me on his side. Oh. This is our older brother. This woman are crying. Now her daughter here. This other woman, now her daughter here. The two children in the States. So you see, this is a family. We are.
Thank you.
Papa no will. If you want to fire with that. We will never run away from CDC. I'm at the party. I am a mother party. I am a mother party. I am a mother party. Both away, both away, both away. Mura, 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 mura. I am a joy, yeah. I am a joy, I am a girl, Mensa, we are on fire. Mensa, we are on fire. Mensa, we are on fire. We are the massive, we can't get tired. 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 We are the massive, we can't get tired.
Come on, come on.
You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time.
We're behind, Lord.
We're behind. You are wasting your time.
We're behind.
We're behind. You are wasting your time.
You don't have the money.
You don't have the money to defeat us. You don't have the money to defeat us. You don't have the money to defeat us. You are wasting your time.
You don't have the money.
You don't have the money to defeat us. You don't have the money to defeat us. You don't have the money to defeat us. You are wasting your time.
You don't have the D12.
You don't have the D12 to defeat us. You don't have the D12 to defeat us. You don't have the D12 to defeat us. You are wasting your time.
You waste the money.
You waste the money. You waste the money. Oh, you waste it. You waste it. You waste the money.
And I'm calling our pastor who decided to relocate and come to Kenya. But the name of the church will just give you the answer you're looking for.
1970, fire boy, get a fangastic movie on. National tendency. National tendency. Black fascism. Black fascism. Kleptocracy. Kleptocracy. October 20, 1970, 5-1 year the party stay hello. Don't go, Eddie go, we are two go. Let's go stay continue. October 20, 1970, 5-1 year the fangastic movie on.
Mr. Taylor, did you ever deal in diamonds with the RUF in return for arms?
Never. There is not one human who believes in the truth can say that I, Charles Ganke Taylor, dealt with the RUF or anyone in the RUF taking diamonds for arms or taking diamonds for anything. None.
I'll ask you very directly, Mr. Taylor. Based on the evidence called by the prosecution, and I'm speaking louder because I'm told that my voice was very faint, were you regularly receiving mayonnaise jars full of diamonds from the RUF?
Never. Ever did I receive, whether it is mayonnaise or coffee or whatever jar, never receive any diamonds from the RUF. It's a lie. It's a diabolical lie. Never.
All right, folks, we stop it right there. So you'll see it for yourself. This too is Liberia. It is history. We got to go through it. We are in the new year. We are downloading everything we got for the most part at the end of the year, precisely the last few days in December. But in the meantime, we just wanted to reflect your thinking tonight by sharing with you what we got in our database. And thank God, one of our most influential ladies is here with us tonight. Our own sister, Hawa Meska. She has been advocating for a lot of folks in Liberia. She is very, very vigorous and with strong emotion. But you saw Joshua and his team dancing, right? So, you know what? Let me tell you something. When somebody go to church, they say they're preaching and they are peace person, they are peace ambassador, and they kill their own BIP security on a country tour. I don't need to tell you who they are. I do not need to tell you who they are. They are killer. How can somebody who was trained by United States government and other governments around the world as a trained VIP security and work for 15 years straight from Ellen all the way to Georgia, and that man has situation for any reason and bullet himself multiple times? Why don't you not hear that kind of story? If that man had any issue to kill himself, he would have just gave himself one shot. And that's it, because he was super trained. And on the job for 15 years straight. Okay? So Joshua is not peaceful. He is 360 degrees away from what he always talking about. You all know the fundamental reason why Joshua always talking about peace, peace, peace. He go on Kiwi Street to play football or basketball. He call it peace tournament and all that stuff. You all know the reason why he go to his kangaroo church and trying to preach acting like a pastor? It's to hide behind the Bible and to hide behind quote-unquote peace ambassador nomenclature. You know people that they kill. Their own auditors only because folks work for government, they did their job. They didn't want those audit reports to come out. That's why they killed their own auditors, their own citizen. And Judge Weah ordered it. If Judge Weah didn't order it, there would have been an investigation and prosecution by the Ministry of Justice. But Judge Weah and the Ministry of Justice did not even make a single comment about his own BIP security. Melvin. Then his wife go ask them for cause of death and death certificate. They started chasing the woman. Today, I know her whereabouts, but I can't say it on this platform. That woman got 3 babies. She's struggling with them in the region there, in West Africa. 3 babies. She can't go back home. Just because she asked for death certificate through the Ministry of Health. Not only that, they denied her, but they started chasing her to agree to what they said. That Melvin committed a suicide. I hate to say he had mental health issue. If somebody had mental health issue, they will not shoot themselves multiple times. They will not do it. They will find a place where they can hit one time and they be gone instead of them struggling to die. You know it's fake. The auditors, Judge Weah said they were having boyfriend and girlfriend activity on Broad Street. So that the peace ambassador there. Well, all I gotta tell you, the best thing we can do as Liberians, in Liberia and outside Liberia, is to motivate ourselves to get out there on that wonderful Tuesday, October 10th, to vote Judge Weah and his criminal cartel out of power. That's all we can do. But in the meantime, hopefully they will do it better. Hopefully election will be free and fair. Hopefully there will be level playing field. By the grace of God, Uncle Sam will force them to do so. But what we see, there's a smoke somewhere. Just so you know, we are closely following. For me, I'm going to register. I don't know about you. I'm going to register. March, October, I will be right there. If my one vote will get Joey out of power, forget it. I got it already. I'm going to register to vote. I will pay that plane ticket to and front and back and front. I will do just that. Because their level of insanity and wickedness, we saw it during the junta regime. Samuel Kanyando. That led to the war. When the other people came, Charles Taylor people, they did the same thing. That led to another war. Ellen King, she played her card a little better. We didn't find it like this. Judge Weah is a country man, a country woman baby. He didn't get pie. So he got no feeding for human beings. Probably he didn't even suck titty. Probably grandma gave him milk. And that's why you see him dancing when he does ugly stuff. The young people in Liberia didn't know that how evil-minded this guy was. They thought he was their guy. But now they got the other side of Judge Weah in real time. So I just wanted to make that small analysis, small comment. Our main topic tonight, hopefully I want us to keep it under 2 hours tonight because I got to go push my cartoon tomorrow, okay? Just so you know. Let me tell you something. Few weeks ago, Election Commission scheduled voter registration for 2023 presidential and legislative elections from December 15, 2022, all the way to March 18, 2023. For some reason, according to them, biometric company that they try to contract to do the biometric registration, they said that time was not enough. But I hope they're not playing fake. Because elections has always caused problems for lots of countries around the world, especially in Africa. We don't want it. Okay? So now they came up with a new date with no explanation. Actually, I went on Election Commission website, no explanation, no nothing. They have reduced that time to less than 2 months. According to what I got here now, voter registration now for 2023 presidential and legislative elections will start March 20, according to them, and will be ending May 11, 2023. March 20, 2023, and we end May 11, 2023. Do the math. Just do the math. From March 20 to April 20, that 1 month, right? So you do the math right in between that. So it's less than 2 months. Now, today, as we are seated here, today, we left with 279 days to go to October 10, 2023. Today. We left with 279 days to go to election. We got to start providing this education so we can know exactly how we go about it. Because they're trying to steal the election. The National Housing and Population Census is supposed to be 9 days. We don't know the start of it. Y'all listen to Election Commission chairperson when they went to the Senate without hearing Dillon ask her. She said they're having everything in the package because housing and population counting is every 10 years. They think will have been done since 2018 when they took over. They said they didn't have enough time. They didn't do it. Okay? 2019, they didn't do it. I know they got good excuse, COVID. 2020, they didn't do it. 2021, they didn't do it. 2022, they ate the money. You know what they're doing now? They are getting those uncertified data, population data collected by various NGOs. That's what they are using. So, it is very, very important. That census thing is very, very important. According to our 1986 Constitution, the determination of population census could also determine the number of people that will go in the house. Because the Constitution says, I think, about 20 to 27,000, I'm not too sure of that number, but around that corner. Any electoral district that will exceed that, or maybe 2 times, that would be 2 districts. And we all are assuming that our population has a little bit of growth. Prior to the war, we were looking at 2.5 to 3 million. The war passed, our man is still burning. I know some people dying. We agree with that. However, it's not decreasing, it is increasing. So David Etter, Lasana, Brown said, if the census report come up before voter registration, they will incorporate it. If it doesn't come up, then they will go with what they got. Meaning, the people we got in the House and the Senate will remain as it is. For the Senate, we don't have nothing to do with that because it is based on countyhood. Once a specific region become a county, they're entitled to 1 senator. So, no, not 1 senator, excuse me. 2 senators, okay? So that is already established. We don't care the population of that county. When that place become county, there are 2 senators. But for the House, it is based on number of human beings that live there. Even though we measured 2005, we give people based on 2. That's why those smaller counties got 3. Actually, they should be getting either 1 or 2 as compared to bigger counties. So tonight, I'm going to open a line very quick so that we all can discuss it. Whether they're less than 2 months for voters registration in Liberia, knowing what we know, when cars cannot even leave from Banga and get to Lofa County on time. When people need to work about 5, 6, 10 hours in the belly forest to go to one election commission center in Grand Cru, in River G, in Grand Bassa, in Gbapolu, that is closer to the city. You know how much it will cost people to get on a motorbike to go to voter registration center in rural Liberia? And you're giving less than 2 months to register to vote? Smoke is somewhere. That's why we like to play these clips to reflect on our past. Because these are the very things that happen that got us to where we are. And we haven't learned anything yet, especially our government. They have not learned anything. They don't care, especially Joey. Ain't you seen dancing? He spent almost 50 days and nights in Qatar and other part of the world. He returned to Liberia, insult opposition political leaders, and he go on Kiri Street to play football in the name of peace. He used the pulpit, the church, Christian Dominion Center, insult other people. But he does not have the audacity to get himself on camera to address the Liberian people. And he's not able to do that. That's the man. So the decision for October 10, 2023 is simple. There are two decisions. Evil and good. If you think your life will be better, they will not kill your brother who is member of the SSS or the Executive Protective Service. They will not kill your brother that work for government at the level of Minister of Finance or LRA or maybe internal auditing. Okay. If you don't think your beggar rate will increase, it will remain to 1750 when they took it from 1350. Vote for Joey. But if you already know everything I just talked about, plus everything you know, it's going to happen to you, and even more than that. Because this time around, constitutionally, if they succeed themselves, after that 6 years, they can't go again. So imagine how that play out. When constitutionally George Weah and the CDC will not go back to the ballot to ask for the people's vote, imagine what they will do when they're already doing it. Just imagine that. They're supposed to use their performance and their goodwill to the Liberian people to ask the Liberian people for a second chance. But they are already abusing the Liberian people. They don't care. And George Weah said nothing to anybody. He feels he's entitled to what we gave him. To tell you for sure, George Weah has no semblance of gratitude to those young people that make him president after he gambled his football money. He has no semblance of gratitude to tell these young people that voted for him, thank you, by doing better for them, by changing their lives, by turning the corners around from ugly to better. He doesn't care. That's why his former deputy minister dismissed Eugene Fagon. He called the government Southeastern Company because majority of them are all crew people, with few Gil guys from Nemba County for Prince Johnson on the vote. That's it. So my people, their voter registration timeline, I don't think it is okay for 279 days to go to election day. I don't think less than 2 months is enough to register people who are in abject poverty. Majority are not literate. No disrespect to Liberian people, that is our population, especially rural Liberia. They didn't even get food to eat. Some of the places car cannot go there and they don't even have car. They don't have vehicles. Motorbikes are available, but they are very expensive. Election Commission might not even register people. And they're talking about biometric. Are they doing sensitization now or awareness? How to register to vote? Everything is just zero. Commissioners are already arguing among themselves before election day. Anywhere there's a smoke, there's a possible fire. For those of us in our own corner who are political scientists, we're giving you warning shot right now. We're giving you warning shot right now. We are not guessing. Okay? So my people, that is it. The number to call tonight, the numbers to call tonight, one WhatsApp number and one direct number. Please stick to the point. I'm giving each person 2 minutes to say what they want to say regarding the topic. Okay, voter registration, March 20 to May 11, 2023. That's it. Is this time enough for our people to register to vote? Or we are in a government want to steal the vote through the election commission? Because most elections in Africa are stolen even before election day. That's how it is. So the numbers to call tonight are 267-938-2801. That's the direct number to call. I'm going to pin the number. Don't worry about that. 267-938-2801. That's our direct number. The WhatsApp number is 267-648-8012. 267-648-8012. If you already have our number, you can just dial it. We are right here waiting for your call. All right? I'm going to pin the number right now, the two numbers. All right? Before we get our first call or caller, let me do my little commercial, okay? Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting KMC. All of our customers, all of you that I have addressed for, those of you are done, I will call you, but I think I should have it. We'll be sending you a package, New Year package, to tell you thank you for your business, okay? We're going to be doing that. KMC going to be doing that. You will see the label on it. All right? We put this on in the package for you. I'm not going to disclose it. When you get it, you will know exactly what is that. It should have come ever since December, but it delayed. But we got it today. So don't worry. We're going to send it to you starting tomorrow. And majority going to be priority mail so that you can get it maximum in 3 days. That's it. You'll get it to your doorstep. Don't worry about it. All right. So Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting, family-based immigration services, and income tax. We are affordable and quality immigration service provider. We are not a law firm. We are just, American Liberian-owned agency trying to help our people in our community who are not able to pay all that money to law firm or lawyers. So we come in the middle there. We are not an NGO too. Please, we are not NGO. We are not lawyer. We are not law firm. No. We just somebody or agency that learn how to do this. We get all of our business people, everything tight, okay? So if you want to do your citizenship and naturalization, paperwork with USCIS, you let us know. You want to file for your husband, wife, minor children, adult children, brothers and sisters, and parents, we can do that for you. You want to renew your green card or maybe initial processing, replacement due to loss, maybe expire, or maybe expire. We can do it. Adjustment of status and DED for Liberians and other countries eligible. And just so you know, we are not only working for Liberians, okay? But Liberians are our number one, market target because we are Liberians too. That is just natural. However, we are also working with other folks from other countries across the globe, okay? So if you have a I-94 refugee people, you came from Africa or other part of the world, and you have not processed your green card, we can do that for you. You want to do fiancé visa, student visa, employment-based visa application, or just you want to invite somebody to come to the United States. Or maybe immigration approve your case, send it to National Visa Center. You want to do affidavit of support, joint sponsor, single sponsor, household member contract, and you name it. We are also doing life insurance. We are certified by state of North Dakota, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. So we are certified, authorized life insurance agent as well, and income tax and other financial services. Our numbers are 267-648-8012 and 701-330-4693. All right. I'm sorry, my people. It's only dropped from me. That is that. Our website for the agency is www.kangomaconsulting.com or www.kangomaconsulting.com. You go on our website, you will get everything there. And beside that, you go on Liberia Today website, our page on Facebook, you will find everything there. So, ma'am, I'm about to pin the number for the talk show tonight. And the other number is also our business number, okay? So don't worry about that. It's not confusing. They just start with 267, but the show number, when I get off the show, it is done. My business number open 24/7 except I sleep, okay? So I'm going to pin the show number first. After that, I will pin our agency 2 numbers. Thank you very much. I'm waiting for your call. But in the meantime, probably I need to be entertaining you with some music here. You know, I pay for my own, so I don't already have to do disclaimer anymore. You know, I pay for it. I don't have to do disclaimer. They don't mess with me anymore. All right, let me see which one to play here, so I can be entertaining you while I wait for your call. I want to play all traditional, okay? Let me... I want to do my body pay, right? No, not pay, actually. P. Minister Alvin P. That's what I want to do. Minister Alvin P. I'm looking for you. I can't see. If I don't see, I will not play your music. Okay, I got in here. Mr. Alvin P. The platform is promoting you right now, brother.
Blessing to plenty, man. D12 on the beat. Your season has come, your level has changed. No delay, no more delay. Your season has come, your level has changed. No delay, no more delay. Your season has come. Hallelujah, your level has changed. No more delay. Your season has come, your level has changed. No delay, no more delay. Mama, Papa, brothers, sisters, hallelujah. I didn't come to answer to injury. I don't know your pain, no. I don't know your pain, no. I don't know your struggle. I don't know your struggle. I don't know your situation. But I have good news for you. Good news for you. What Almighty sees your pain, oh. Sees your pain. He sees your suffering. He sees your tears, oh. Every night and day, oh. He wants me to tell you, to really tell you, your season has come, your level has changed. No delay, no. Your season has come, your level has changed. No delay, no more delay. Your season has come, your level has changed. No delay, no more delay. Your season has come, your level has changed. No more delay. Your season has come, your level has changed. No delay, no more delay.
I got our first caller on a WhatsApp number. What is your name? Where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from the state of Minnesota. I just got on the platform. I don't know all the discussion. So.
All right, but you calling from Minnesota? Can you call the other number, please? Instead of this one is strictly for WhatsApp for folks that are outside the country. Let me call it right now. It is actually posted at the top of the show, and I just printed the number as well. Let me call it to you if you can take it. Are you ready?
Hold on, let me see. Let me get a phone, brother. What is it?
All right, you ready? 267 93 yeah 938. Mama, your pen out writing again? Yeah, ba.
938, right?
Yes, 2801. All right, so just hang on this and call that number. Then I will just pick up your call. Then we pick up from there. I will tell you what we're discussing, okay?
All right, brother.
All right, thank you. We'll be playing our music. We're not going to stop. All right. All right, caller, you are calling back. What is your name and where are you calling from again? Oh, the call went off. I don't know what is that. But anyway, probably he will call back. You gotta get this thing. You gotta master this thing. Mama is your sissy. Daddy is your sissy. Brother is your sissy. Sister is your sissy. Jubilate, celebrate, give me praise. Shut the devil up. Let the devil up. Do your Jesus day. Celebrate, jubilate, give me praise. Hello, caller.
Yes.
What is your name? Where are you calling from tonight? This sounds like a female voice.
Yes, it is a female voice.
All right. Can I know the female? What is the name of this wonderful female tonight?
How I met her.
I know, right? I'll get her tonight. I will save your number tonight. However, we need to talk. We got some stuff here. I know you are very passionate about what you're doing. I get it, but we need to talk behind the scene. But, lay on us tonight. What you think about it? What we're discussing tonight?
Francis, thank you for the show. I was just calling to encourage our victim family that watches podcasts like you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I see the brother of Melvin Early is also watching your podcast tonight,
mm-hmm.
and he is writing down there. I just wanted to know, even if it's one vote that will now go to this impact people, they must use their anger to vote for justice. Me, I'm leaving the diaspora to go to Liberia to register to come back to vote. If my one vote would be given to a candidate that I believe in, besides the impact government, it would be that I would not give a candidate because if you don't vote, and it's repeated, you have
it means you agree with them. Everything they are doing, it means you agree with them, and they will do more than that for the second time.
The ignorance of one voter in the election impairs the security of all. That John F. Kennedy, that about 1960 something, so 50 years ago, he made that statement to Americans. The ignorance of one voter, because you can even be ignorant to say, I'm on vote. I don't even have to vote.
Mm-hmm.
I was in like 2017, Francis, there were people who were saying that, what will my vote even do? What will my vote even matter? Imagine if all those people that vote, it takes one vote, one count, to make a bad leader to exit power.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to encourage our people that are watching, that are very discouraged, that are hopeless, that have no hope, that are saying things, they are saying, especially our victims' family. That's why I want this message to go there, and we'll start going now from platform to platform to encourage our victims' family. Because some people don't even listen to us. Us, we can't do it again. And people in Liberia are hustling, they are doing that stuff. So my name may not even hear us. But they may hear a person like you because I'm late at night, they may be listening. We want to encourage them. You must use your anger. We're not being like the Ellen Gillis and the Prince Johnson, the George Foley, and all the other warlords to do uncivilized behavior and go kill our people and have the leaders in power are doing right now. Our will be a new generation that will exercise our anger through our vote. So I want to encourage all our victim family. If you are listening, if you know a victim family, you share this video with them. Do you know, Francis, my life was being played on Radio Joy Africa in Liberia. That was almost 4 counties. Do you know that radio station stopped communicating with me? They cut me off because certain people in power told them when I play my advocate, my awareness on their station, this is important. There is a crucial election of all elections in Liberia because the purpose of this election is to restore our land. I just want to thank people like you, people like AB, who come out selflessly. I know some of us, but for me, I'm a working person here in America. I ain't just sitting out on Facebook. But despite as tired as we are, even our Liberians who don't come on Facebook, they are sharing our awareness. You got to continue to fight for what you want. But our fight will be in a different fight. So for me, as a person who put a face out there, a victim sister, a justice advocate, because there are different types of advocates and parties around here. I don't think the advocacy is based on justice. I cannot sit here and just talk and do not exercise my right to vote. That's why I want the victim to do. You must be so angry that you will be the first in line. And when you cast your vote, you are casting your vote for every victim who died for injustice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but let me say something to you, Hawa. A good you mentioned about going to Liberia. Guess what? Like you said, all of us we work in America, right? Yeah. How can you live in America and you don't go to work? But we got passion for this because we want our country to be a better place. How many times we're going to say this thing? If our government had done a little bit better, let even say maybe 50%, maybe better. We'll not be talking about this talk.
I mean,
I just came from work. I
live here. Most of our audience, there are people who are even intelligent. You don't have to live in America to have an intelligent mind.
Yeah.
There's a person who works. You see in this country, even when the schools get school killings, when an official of the government dies, when a civil servant that is permanent in society dies, you see how Republicans, Democrats, Independents, they come out and they express their compassion.
Yep, they do that.
A trained EPS service, a person who protects our leaders will get murdered, will get killed, and they sit down and demean our victim even in death and say he killed himself with no proper assumption or investigation. What country you see do that? What country you know and Francis, you live in, where the state you live in, the state I live in, all the laws they apply. What country you know that can be finding children bodies? Used to live there. Like Gentle Brian, who just died. A young boy, 16-year-old Christmas Day, went to party and Francis on the barracks of the armed forces of Liberia. They saw his body. His lip is removed. His tongue is out of his mouth. His eyes are gushed out. What country we know that the military does not even protect the civilians? And nobody has spoken on the story.
Nobody will speak because they want Joey to be president. And everybody now, Judge we have Paul Martin, everybody bring. But however, it's a good time. We'll talk behind the scene. Maybe we need to get you back on the platform. We do this. And now that we don't have work to do, but we too, we matter. And the people they are killing, they matter. And that's why we will use our frustration with these inept people to vote against them in our majority. Thank you very much for coming on tonight. And you know what?
Thank you so much.
Call anytime. Save the 2 numbers. Once I'm here, AB not here, the numbers are the same. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, Francis.
All right, Howard. Let me take other callers. Thank you very much. All right, caller, you are on. What is your name? Where are you calling us from tonight?
Hey, Francis, this is Clarence. We're calling from Chicago, Illinois.
All right, Clarence, go right ahead. Lay on us. What do you make of this short-time voter registration, less than 2 months? What do you make of that? But in a few minutes, let me just answer this call on the WhatsApp. They're calling.
Okay.
Yeah, caller on the WhatsApp number. Please wait for the caller. I'm waiting right now so you can call the direct number. I will call it again. It's 267-938-2801. Please call that number because you are living in Pennsylvania. I can see on my phone. Please. Lawrence Fowler, right?
Yes.
I beg you, please call the other number when I'm done with the other caller. All right, please, I beg you. Okay, thank you. All right, Clarence, go right ahead. Lay on us.
Okay, President, in the meantime, I want to tell you guys thank you. Because the time that you started to bring your topic home is the best time. So many people, even you to work, can use the Bluetooth to listen. But in the first place, there are things that we all are missing out.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when the census began, which are the countries that got full deployment? The Grand Crew. Grand Crew was the first country that got a full deployment of the star for the census.
Mm-hmm.
What will happen in the short period of time for the voter registration is the bigger countries, the Lofa, Nimba, Bone, Wambasa, these countries will have their full deployment because they don't want to fully cover that country. But Sando, Grand Crew, Grand Julia, the country that
River G, Maryland, yeah.
Because they want to cheat.
Yeah, because of their spot, that's what the thing is. So that we put number there, free number.
They will increase the voter in our country, and will not be the real number. And the opposition political party are not looking at it. We are only fighting among ourselves. We are not careful. They say that we are looking at a time bomb for the opposition party. It's a time bomb. And one of the things that we don't know which are the confident that care about their biometric registration. Also, this time, we don't know. So how can we still going through the voter registration period? We don't know which are the confident that everything are higher. And we're sitting out there fighting, getting at one another on the Facebook. Certainly, the opposition leader in the country have to really come together and don't put our differences aside and against these gentlemen because they are not doing the right thing.
They're not doing the right thing.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Farah, Uncle Farah, if you are on, you can call now. Oh my goodness, somebody was calling just now. All right, Uncle Farah, if you are on, you can call now. I think. Let me see. All right, folks. Again, the numbers are 267-938-2801. The WhatsApp number is +1 267-648-8012. And besides that, I printed the number also, and the number is at the top of the show. Look, tonight it is really glaring. I think my lighting has increased. You see, we don't want that. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, caller, what is your name? Where are you calling from? Is it Uncle Fala?
Yeah, this is Lawrence Fala calling from Bristol, Pennsylvania.
Okay, that's my old spot right there. Yeah. All right, Uncle, go right ahead. Lay on us. What do you have to say about this reduced voter registration time?
Can you come back again?
NEC, National Election Commission, initially scheduled the voter registration period for 3 months, for the most part, from December 15 to May 18. And for some reason, they postponed it on December 5th, 2022. Now, they just came up with a new time from March 20, 2023 to May 11. That's a significant reduction right there. So today, according to National Election Commission also, we left with 279 days to election day. And wonderful Tuesday, October 10, 2023. Considering all of the problems in rural Liberia, especially bigger counties, do you think that time is enough knowing who this government is under George Weah?
Well, thank you again. I think what's happening in the country, it's not, something that has to do with how we see things now, but it's something that has to do with how this foundation of this government was laid. The foundation of this government was laid based on lies, misguidance, and all those ones, and seeking self-interest. So if everything they will want to do, they will want to do it to seek their own interest. That means if this NEC will want to do registration at this time, it means they want to do certain things in favor of the regime. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, for example, where in this world that a sitting government without war in the country that was put into power through a democratic process will not want to conduct census that should be able to tell the world what is the population that she is heading. You understand what I'm saying? Because from the conducting of the census and the statistics that will be, that will be collected, that will be done from the census, based on that, election commissioner will be able to smoothly do her registration. So, the Constitution was not wrong when it says after every 10 years, there should be census, conducting of census. Now, the time we remember that census was conducted in Liberia was 2008. Now, after 2008, it means in 2018, there should have been census. But now,
Did they give them say excuse then COVID can just make it easier for them?
Yeah, no, but 2018 was 2 years prior to COVID. So they can't blame not doing census 2018.
No, they are now considering 2019 to be free or 2019 are COVID years old. That's what they say. Because they all no, let me tell you something, my brother. George Weah and his team, they believe in the blame game. But they are not looking at themselves in the mirror. Okay? So they're always looking for free time, even though they can create it on their own. Okay? The people say on the basis of business principle, Ellen and the Unity Party, we don't want them. We want you. The very reasons why the Liberian people in the majority rejected Ellen and the Unity Party and brought you in, you are doing the same thing, even though you graded that government 80 to 85%. So they did good. Anybody, any part of the world, you score 80 to 85%, you pass the test.
You are a B student.
Regrettably, it is what it is. They go play street football. He go to a kangaroo church or he ask, Bishop Winger, the so-called bishop, and go to a church and use God's house to insult and denigrate good people. But he cannot sit on camera to look at the faces of the young people and say what he's supposed to say to them. So all what we are saying, those of us that are in the business, we push our cartoon, we sit down here to inform you, we bring the news to you and go and make decision. For me, I will go make my decision. March, I will be out there. I'm going to Liberia, register, I come back. October, I go back. I'm not coming back until I get a result. And any bullshit, fire will blaze. And you're listening to Benjamin Yotin, right? There will be military vibration, right? So my brother, so my brother, thank you for your contribution. Let me pick up the other caller, yeah? Or you want to conclude quickly?
I want to make my conclusion. You take my time.
No, sorry. Go ahead. I'll give it to you back.
Yeah. I was watching the show and then I saw a lady lamenting about a case that happened, I think, last year, wherein this EPS security was murdered or killed by the government, and then they lied that the man shot himself.
Yeah.
You see, the lawlessness in the country, it is a hard page to the extent that people close their eyes on humanity You see the tears that lady was sharing. It's a tears of revenge, or tears of sorrow, of tears of losing somebody that is so dearly to you. So my word to the Liberian people, the elections in 2023 this year that will be taking place October, it is an easy election. If you believe that your life is being improved from 2018 up to present, go and elect this heartless government back into power. But if you are seeing your surrounding and you see your life, instead of progressing, it is digressing, try to render a rational decision by electing another option other than George Weah. That's my advice to them, because all the laws will make, everything will say the decision is with them. They are the ones that are facing the harsh reality. We'll even leave from here to go to Liberia to register to vote. We'll still come back.
We'll still come back. We're not going to live there.
They will face the harsh reality. So they need to make that rational decision to make sure that they liberate themselves, or else they will still continue in this kind of leadership that will always disregard it, and they will live in lawlessness throughout another 6 years. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Samuel Doe said, in the cause of the people, the struggle to continue. Liberian people, let me say it for you today. In the cause of survival, the struggle continue. Okay, let's take our other caller. But I don't want to leave you guys unattended. I'll be playing music if we get it.
Please leave your message for
Hello?
Hello, caller. You were calling earlier. I'm trying to call you back. How you doing? What is your name? And where are you calling us from?
My name is Charles Williams. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
All right. That's my whole city, man. This the city of brotherly love, man.
Yes.
Yeah, but we don't go right ahead, man. Some callers, we can't just cut people off like that on this show. I just ask that everybody bear with me a little bit, because I'm operating 2 phones and I got to, make sure people end their thoughts. That way we make the conversation better. So go right ahead.
Concerning, I'm very concerned about the voter registration time.
That's the reason why I got it on today. And guess what? A lot of platforms around here, including the biggest one, we're not talking about voter registration. Trust me.
Yeah,
but that's a smoke.
I believe the association in America, the ULA association, cannot do very well.
No, they don't exist. CDC board and everything.
Because what they're supposed to do now, as many Liberians in the United States, they're supposed to open a program where Liberians will be able to register here at the embassy and vote at the embassy in the United States. Not everybody here have to go to Liberia. There's a program that's going to tell you, you have to get to collect money and do mobilization for other things. But this is a very fundamental aspect of the citizenship of Liberia. So the exercising of voter franchise is very important. So ULA and all the other umbrella organizations of Liberia are to advocate with the Liberian government to enable Liberian citizens within the diaspora to be able to vote. It's a fundamental right. At the embassy.
So let me just add to what you are saying, okay? According to Dillon, they passed the quote-unquote Dual Citizenship Act. And I'm a former worker of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for sure. Foreign Ministry is the authority that is responsible to print those acts that are passed by legislature and signed by the president to print it into a handbill or whatever that is. So I I already made a request for a copy at my own level to be able to read what is in there. But according to Dillon, their timeline, including allowing us to vote here in America and other parts of the world. But the next thing that I didn't hear him to address is the issue of visa. Because we Liberians who are American, for example, going to Liberia, you say you need to get visa. How can I be citizen of the country I'm going to and I have to get a visa? But I don't want to get into that conversation on this platform at this moment until I can get that piece of document and read it, understand it, or if I don't understand it, I ask legal minds. I got somebody here in the state, Washington, D.C. area, who is a lawyer, probably will do it for me free. So, and then I will come and discuss it, you know. But right now, I think it is in the making, though, because it doesn't make any sense to me. This 21st century, 2023.
They make a whole lot of contribution to back home.
Yep. So we need to vote here instead of paying that $1,500 to go and come, and we got to go back.
It don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. You are right about that. Depending the time you go in, it could even be more than $1,500.
Organizations here to try to advocate for it right now because it's the period for it. These are the people that are being engaged with. And Yola also. Because it's very fundamental.
My brother, don't talk about Yola. Forget about the Yola business. Before Nathaniel Magay got sanctioned, he came right here Washington, D.C. You didn't listen to him? They offered them $100,000 cash. And they promised to put them on the budget line, $300,000 every budget year. All right? The current leader of Yola, live in Philadelphia, Shehu Kamara. Okay? That's my buddy. I know him. I even got a personal number, but we're not going to get into that. Yola does not have any more, how do I call it, ability to do what the other people did before today.
So no objectivity?
Huh?
No objectivity?
Oh, my brother, that it is a way that you know what I'm talking about. You didn't see none.
But it's not going to be like that. Okay, that keep quiet because we keep quiet.
But they are not doing what they're supposed to do. How are you going to take money from Liberian people? You're supposed to do project for them. You promise to change their life. You're taking $100,000 from Liberia and bring it to America and give it to Yola. And you promise them $300,000 US every year from Liberian budget to give it to Yola. What sense does that make? And Yola did not come up with a single statement. It means they accepted the offer. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, but if accepting the offer don't mean that they should compromise the agenda.
But my brother, you're missing the thing. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. It don't mean that they should, compromise the agenda. No, you're missing it. It's almost like when you're talking about CDC, it's almost like you're talking about CDC and you're taking George Weah out. CDC is George Weah is CDC. They gave you the money to compromise everything you're doing, and that's what the money is for. So there's no Yola right now. That's the real word to use. There is no Yola. Right now, there's no Yola. The former Yola, the outgoing president, was sedition. This guy who got it from him, I don't know in real time whether he's a sedition or not, but he's not too far from that. So that's how they're doing it. I live in North Dakota. I never heard Yola representation here in North Dakota. I live in Philadelphia for 7 years before I came here. They are there, but we don't find them.
And this is a very crucial junction. Yes, because Liberians got to vote, and the voting is very fundamental. This is a basic scheme of friendship. We cannot abandon this. So I expect them, and even other organizations, other sister umbrella organizations that follow Yola, to take the initiative to do some mobilization, sensitization of the Liberians here for the voting process. It's not only just to do humanitarian job and other things. It's a basic political function of the Liberian people. So I hope you can do what you can do to help for this, please.
My brother, we already help you. We go push our cartoon. We sit down here. We give you the information, and you use it to do what you got to do.
Okay, thank you, my man.
Thank you very much for your contribution tonight, folks. So we are going to the very end of the show. But we're going to deal with our friend and brother. I think we play his music already. Let me see whether we can get some kind of better song here. Okay. The better people are coming to you. The better people. Yeah. So my people, that it all. Let me put my little what it called. Oh man, you man, what's up, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous, but God is good. Again, happy New Year to you, my brother. How you doing today?
Happy New Year.
We are here, and we say knocking the drum. The people say, the Chawa say, the American sleep, they do the can sleep.
Mr. President,
yeah.
Let me get straight to that topic about the 2 months in registration for the election.
Less than 2 months.
You said it was 3 months. Now they reduced it to 2 months.
Less than 2 months, actually.
So they reduced it to 2 months. Yeah. So my question is, what is the opposition thinking?
I don't know. Because they are sitting over there.
So the people will just be sleeping and you not know that they're trying to rig the election? Are you serious? Is the opposition in Liberia, are they serious or are they just a joke?
They ain't even thinking about that. They don't know election can be rigged even before the day. But my brother Julio, but you know the whole thing about it. We are the one working for.
Look. He says that a lot of men to steal the election for him. I would disrespect that part anytime I see it. Because this thing is complete nonsense. Why would we are all of a sudden now the government going to change from 3 months to 2 months? He said due to certain thing, and then the opposition sitting out there. He said that they make it power and mother said, yeah, the two women fighting. He said that they fighting the government, then they fighting and mother said like a chicks. It don't make no sense.
Yep.
It don't make no sense. But now they're supposed to be there. No. They're supposed to be the argument and power and what the city government supposed to be between the opposition. But they're sitting out there, they're arguing and mother said like a two women fighting. Yeah, I don't understand that. Who are in skirt and who are independent? I don't understand that, man. I don't understand the papa. Why is he doing it? That's why you need to go home, beat book, and go speak book. We are not speaking book. Look, in the opposition, I put
we are is a living demon. They
can forget about the election business. If they don't put their act together, they can forget about the election business.
We are is a living demon.
Exactly. A living demon, leave or injure. You probably need to prepare. I don't know why he wasting time to come to the United States here. Come to the United States, ask for manpower to be on the sideline. We are as stupid. They're the whole Liberia chakra.
Yeah.
You can't see you want to go into power, then you don't want blood in your hand. It don't make absolutely no sense to me. It made no sense. Then let him forget about presidency. Come to the United States, ask for manpower and put it aside. I need manpower is aside. The United States supporting you. You go back Liberia, you can talk diplomacy. We are do not want diplomacy, still the election. Manpower can't move here out. Period. It ain't got to be 1989. It ain't got to be 1989 war. No. 200,000 people have to die. Just that more very alone.
Yep.
They can take we out. We are saying it boldly because I want the public to be prepared. I don't want him to come. He said that we are still election. The Liberia will suffer too much on the.
And that's what they're doing. And that's what they're doing. You saw what they did with the census.
That's what I'll be doing. I'll be in the United States to prepare manpower. If we are still in election, so be it. Let he be taken out by military, by force, by
by fire, by force.
Yep.
Like, if the Papa need to do something, he need to put out on a morale too. He can't just be saying I'm more, but keep it quiet like a packer. No, you need to do something. No, I'm serious. I'm very, very serious.
Papa been doing secret travel though.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Francis. They call me had the popularity among the Liberian people. That man, that short man there, he got big hat. Call me a big way what I tell you.
But Kumis
don't have the popularity Liberian people.
No, let me tell you something.
Fighting with the opposition.
Let me tell you something. It's not only that Kumi doesn't have the popularity, but Kumi is misplaced and misdirected. Kumis is not using his money to work for him better. That is a problem. If he were using his money to work for him better, let me tell you something, my friend and brother Judo. If I want to run for president, for example, right? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
If I want to run for president in the future, for example, I'm not going to sit down in America 5 months, 6 months, and go to Liberia and want to be president. No. But the problem there is they may sell Coca-Cola successfully in the organized structural environment. He goes to Liberia. He come up with some kind of analogy or come up with some kind of quotation from Albert Einstein without giving him any credit. In few days later, a few weeks later, a few months later, he go to that same thing. And that is what giving him hard time. Now he has premature people within that do not understand the political dialectic of Liberia. Some of them even struggle to pronounce Liberians' names. They struggle. What did Kumis do? He brought down a chair, Louis Brown, and the rest of the guys. How can you take people like George Washington, for example? My former office as civil servant, Minister of Foreign Affairs, I say in the body, and there are people that work at Foreign Ministry under my voice right now. I would say that way, yeah. I was there as a fire clerk, okay? We, the one that helped George Washington to prepare a confirmation paperwork after Madam Sedi appointed him as assistant minister based on the recommendation of Joseph Boakai as member of the board for Linsu, the youth group, because Washington was there and brought Washington to government. Okay? From there, the same Minister of Foreign Affairs gave Washington scholarship, went to Australia after he graduated from University of Liberia with English language art degree, bachelor. When he returned, Madam Sedi sent him to NRC, actually, National Investment Commission, and became executive director. At some point, he became commissioner, chair, when Rachel Toba left. Okay? This is the man now who was campaign manager for United Party 2017 election, my people. This is the same man Kumika and grab and making coordinator for Law, they call it, the lobbying firm that Kumi established and sponsoring. This is the Washington now that said Joseph Boakai does not have the ability to be president. When he got to know that, number one, McIntosh, he's a PhD, he's doctor. This man worked for Minister of Planning at the level of the government. He worked for Minister of Foreign Affairs. Ellie sent him to ECOWAS. He worked for World Bank. I call him the man CV, but I am inviting him, public invitation to McIntosh, Dr. McIntosh. No disrespect to the papi, but hold on a minute, Julu. How can you make one person president 2 times and make another person president 1 time, but you cannot even win your party convention to be standard bearer? That's a man Kumi Stoke. Louis Brown from NPFL, NPP, Ellen Johnson Sally, CDC. The same old people Kumi talk about doing one thing over and over, expecting different results. You made a man rally chair. We tire suffering rally, 70,000 get missing. They told us that money was meant. That money was meant to be given to people to go to the rally. So everything about Kumi is cash inducement. But I'm not going to be the spokesperson for them. I'm not going to be the strategy for them. If I want to be president anytime in my life, I will not wait for someone to go to Liberia. I'm going to be living with the people. And I know what kind of button to press. I will know exactly what kind of button to press. Even to become representative, I'm not going to wait for 3 months to go to Liberia. That the people will say, we want Mr. Dunant to be representative. Then I come to my American people then. Y'all help me. Yeah, let me get smart to carry. You know, but you can't go and grab the same big guys that you accuse to be the problem.
Accused to be a road that you find.
To be criminal. To be the problems that God Liberia to be where it is. For God in heaven said that Donald Children you will bring. But let me tell you something. Our constitution, 1986, other constitution around the world, everybody got fundamental rights. I agree. Okay? You can decide to call on the talk show tonight. You can decide not to call. That's your right. Okay? I can decide to accept your call, or not to accept your call. I can decide to make friends with who I want to make friends with. I can decide to hire anybody I want to hire if I get money to hire them. But the good news is in politics, certainly it can be legal, but it is not expedient. That's why he's not getting momentum. Just small strategy, for example, just small thing. University of Liberia has the fabric of Liberia right there. Every single billboard seller in Jungbeta market, in Raleigh market, in Douala market, Red Eye market, and across the country, they got their children going to that school. Go there. I'm a living witness. Former senator, senior senator of Lofa County, Sumo Kubi were teaching at University of Liberia, if I'm not mistaken, I think accounting or something. We, the students of Lofa County, we the one carry Sumo Kubi to Lofa and introducing to our people. He didn't have no money. They were teaching child and coming all the way to that time. He didn't have no money. We advocated for him. And we had a unanimous consensus building. Sylvester Newman was Lofa County University Student Association president. He headed a campaign for Sumo Kubi. When Sumo Kubi went to that job, he started misbehaving. You know what? We don't want to bring him back home. He been running for Senate. He can't even go number 2. Even they go by election, he ran again. He didn't win it. That's just a typical example there. If you get money, you can't use it to work for you. Like you were saying, opposition not doing nothing. We don't want doing opposition work, but they're not giving us nothing. We're only doing it because we love our country.
We're talking for them.
We're talking for them. You come me sitting over there. And get all the influential in the talk show, in the platform. Don't even think about me. No problem. But he has no strategy. He pull people around. Look at Mara Yekula, for example. People talking about Kosa, Kra, not B. But hold on a minute. Kosa is just an ordinary person. You show me one ordinary person that hosting talk show in America yet, did it in Liberia, came to America, and then went to Liberia, people come to work on it. No protest, no nothing. You show me Kumi on the crowd. We tell you suffering rally. We're 70,000. That's what we got to know. Probably Kumi spent over 150,000 for that. We tell you suffering rally. Just the media PRO.
They pay people to go there.
They pay people to go there. Costa did not pay a dime.
They pay people to go there.
Costa did not pay a dime for anybody to go and work with. In addition to that, Costa is not a presidential candidate. At least we know for sure he's a Maserati County senatorial candidate. Okay? So Costa is doing more work, and some are on these small platforms too. We're doing more work than the opposition. How many bigger platforms? Show me one opposition candidate. Right? Show me one opposition candidate that come up with anything like how many days left to go to election. Show me one opposition candidate that had come up with something against the voter registration time being reduced. Show me one.
Because I'm going to say that they were sitting on there, but they were back to the American embassy, they were running and go top plenty.
The American embassy will vote for you. American people already finished telling you, say, they done their part. You need to seize the moment to hold your people accountable.
I don't understand. We're going to stand up there and they get weak.
Very
scary.
weak.
Scared of how did the scary? How did I blue to this? Get the one there, what? How are they get scared? How you want to be president and you scared?
Yeah.
Then why you want to be president? I don't understand that.
They want to be president on silver platter, maybe. I don't know how it will work.
Silver platter, that's why I'm so mad with the papi right now.
Even freedom is not free.
Very vocal and very, artistic. Because the thing here is that you want to be president, you can't see it out there. We are a fucking demon.
Yeah.
Sorry to cover
living demon, my man. They may not care. They may can finish doing all day. Go to church.
You need to hunt this demon down. I can't lie to you. You need to hunt the demon down. Be prepared. Get your manpower ready. When we are out stupid and everything chocolate. When you're not, look, I told you the burden of Liberia is lying on. We are shooter. And if the peace don't go well in the country, United Nations will hold we are responsible.
Man, America already finished telling him. America finished telling him anything go wrong at the government.
Anything go wrong, we are is responsible for the country. The burden is on we are. So if we are going to speed the election, so be it. White chocolate, the whole damn thing. Then when the United Nations come, they will take.
We share it. Myself will go get my own too. We'll share it.
To the Hague. He don't want to go to the Hague.
All right, Julu, man. Let me let you go,
thank
man.
you very much.
Yeah. I think.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. I think, folks. So I mean, I think the show is not too bad. But I gotta go. Let me just conclude this. Then we'll pick up from there. We still taking a few more calls. My friend and brother, Riverside Pro, my man, welcome on board, brother. You say, and JB is the Indian, right? Maybe. This is our last music for tonight, just to entertain you so we can be too serious throughout the show, okay? I think I did a good adjustment for myself. Very nice. Riverside Pro, my brother, man. You need a call, man. You need a call, Riverside Pro, for long. Riverside Pro, the name of the song is Goto. Capital G-O-T-O, Goto. Liberian better music. That is the name of the song. My man, look to the top of the show. The numbers are there. Go to the comment section till you find the numbers. The numbers are there, but let me try whether I can post it again. I need to hear from you, my friend and brother. I just did it, so take it from there. That's the number to call direct. You either call now or forever hold your peace. The baby was there, your man can't sleep, they can't sleep too. so we Isa. My people, the simplest game you can give us on this platform is to share the show for us. Please do that. Yeah, please share the show for us. I beg you. Please, we holding your phone. All right, probably we got our last caller. Let me just slow down with the music. Caller, what is your name? Where are you calling us from right now?
Yes, sir.
Oh!
That background look nice. Which are the country that's all?
You know what is this? Let me just give you some. Let me just give you some smart talk, okay? This is behind ACFR, the old ACFR on 5th Street. Hey, but man, you know, man, I'm a show guy. You know that. So I just give it to you. I just made ready to match my color tonight. You see how I looking now?
You look so nice, my man. You look nice. You know, yeah, like my man, it's still like 3D. You look at dip your own, man. How you put that thing together?
Oh man, you will still on inside Riverside Pro. You gotta get into my crosshair. If you don't get it, you will not know it.
Yeah.
My man, life is good. We can't just be serious every day. No, we gotta have some fun. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, but for some reason I didn't see the I was looking at some video. That's when I saw the show. Usually it will come on, I will get a notification, but I didn't get it. I just came from work. I was
You need to go back on Facebook, maybe to follow again, and go on YouTube Liberia Today to subscribe. You gotta do it both ways. Once you do that, when we come on, you're good to go. And guess what? Save this number too. This number that the talk show number here, whether ABN are on or not, this number is direct. And you know what? I put it on auto pay. So we're not just taking our time to come to here, we also pay money to maintain the system. I put it on auto pay and not going off by the grace of God. Although I'm pushing my cartoon, according to Eugene Fagon, but the dismissing, he angry, he still thinks he's working for Joey government, right? He's off. We go push our cartoon. We don't protest to get paid, right? We get our pay when we sleep. But let me just share with you, right? The topic tonight is we got 279 days to go to election day. October 10, 2023. Election Commission initially scheduled voter registration for 3 months. From December 15 all the way to May 18. That was the initial schedule. For some reason, they postponed it. They just came up with new schedule. This time around, it's less than 2 months. Riverside Pro, for God in heaven's sake. I come from Lofa County. You know how many villages in Lofa County you got to walk 7, 8, 10 hours? Like in the belly forest. That's a forest you walk in when it really can't touch it. Because of the thickness of the forest. I have never been to Grand Bahasa County, but somebody told me about Bopolu alone. You know how many villages that got people walking over 5, 6 hours? How can you carry on voter registration for less than 2 months? That's the question I'm asking all of you people. Is it fair? You think this is correct? Or we are heading for trouble? That's my question.
Yeah, that's kind of like it sounds like
they got it here March 20 to May 11, 2023. That's it.
Wow.
March 20 to May 11, 2023. That's it. Considering what we know, rural Liberia, for example, majority of the people you're dealing with, you're doing biometric when the people not even letter, and you go do that kind of thing. So when Election Commission got to know that they're going to conduct election 2023, ever since, because it is constitutional. Why they didn't do the biometric? Because they said we're not going to vote biometrically, okay? They're only going to do the registration biometrically. Why did he do this thing ever since? Why did he contract the company to do their job ever since? Why? My man, they think, my man, that your government or you probably say you just we are man, that why you know you my man. But sometimes we gotta be truthful. They think that trouble. Now, either go ahead, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, Brother Francis, it sounds like a very short period of time, especially when you consider those areas you talk about, like in the Lofa forest. I think Lofa should be the biggest county, if I'm not mistaken. I think they are the biggest in the country. And when you look at other areas too, like even Riverside, so that 2-month period is very short. It's very short. So, I don't know how the election commissioner or the election commission came up with that date. As our legislator, or after being summoned, after being questioned as to why they have that. Is it because of logistical reason or financial, or what prompted them to have that short period of time?
You want me to give it to you? You? Election Commission Chairperson David Etta Brown. She said the company they're supposed to contract, whether they're done with the contract now, I don't know, because they've been going back and forth with the PPCC people. They said the time is not enough for them to be able to produce a job. So Election Commission now got to drop the time. You see that? But my point is, election in Liberia is constitutional. They already know, and they are the one by law that's supposed to conduct election. If they say they want to minimize fraud, that's a good news for us. Why they didn't do the biometric election ever sent to get the company and set up everything before today? That's the question me I'm asking. Now they're reducing the time, and majority of Liberians are now literate, especially rural Liberia. How can they do this? Opposition ain't say anything, but we are their own, mouthpiece. Like the way we say in Liberia. We're not on salary. I want to salary that Liberia. For Liberia to be better. That's why we come up with this discussion. And, I didn't really expect the kind of, stuff that I got tonight, because I know Liberian people like the hardcore political talk, but at least people are responding, including you. That's a fire. That's a smoke right there. And in Liberia, we say anywhere there's a smoke, there's a possible fire. Majority elections in Africa are rigged before election day. And we don't want that in Liberia. We don't want that.
But Brother Francis, why you think the reluctant on the start of the major opposition? Why it got to come from Brother Francis? Why hasn't Unity Party, any representative for Unity Party, including Extended Bearer Joseph Walker and Alexander Cummings, or people from CPP, why hasn't anyone spoken or questioning it? Are they satisfied with it, or what? What's going on?
The only answer I got to that question, it is just the same answer other people are giving. Lazy opposition, right? Maybe everybody's scared of Joey, so that one in your favor. And you're the CDC people, so in your favor. Maybe the entire opposition block scared of Joey, so they can't say anything. Because election commission by law represents political parties. If they are doing anything that is not right in the how do I call it? In the side of political parties, especially major political parties, then they're supposed to come up. You know what got how they call this woman, the current chair of election commission on the election commission today? Because CDC in opposition was very vigilant, brutal, and whatever you call it. You know it. They took casket and put Eddie painting on it, and Joseph Walker brief. They say Eddie was menstruating him. My sister, then y'all excuse me, they're not for y'all, but that's the truth. Okay? So, Ellen, according to her quote unquote, in the name of participatory democracy, every time there was a vacancy on election commission and other autonomous agency, she will solicit opposition political parties' participation, especially leading opposition political party, CDC. So CDC selected David Eto Lassana Brown at the time, and other political parties did the same thing. So Ellen appointed Brown, and she went to election commission, not as chair. When the other man left and Joey came in now, Joey appointed her because we understand they were boyfriend and girlfriend before. Oh, yes. That's the reality. That's the truth. Go check it out. You see the current chief justice? That Erin's no old wife there. You know that? You don't know it, right? The fourth woman Erin Snow now married to, the woman is on the ECOWAS. She's a controller there. Who is Erin Snow to Joshua? You know the story, but we go into that. We're talking about voter registration to that. Forget about that. My man, almost everything we say on the platform, we got evidence for it. I can give you Erin Snow first woman, second woman, third woman, and fourth by their names. Okay? These people, I can't about people. You see Jawia, you see Musa Belete, you see Erin Snow, that three of them there. But all we're saying, they can steal anything they want to steal from us. But they will not steal the election. They steal the election, are trouble. They can steal all our money, but the rebel king, they kill our people then. Our people say, you came on my power, vote for you. Because they just wanted it to end. Everything they took, and Liberia say exists. So let Joe Weir and the government take everything they want to take. But when they mess with our election, 2023, brother, we're going to power sharing. I can guarantee you. They're not my one talking, we're playing both talking, but they're not coming on the show.
Yeah, but Brother Francis, let me just, I don't know if you'll consider it as the devil advocate or let me just come up with something little, not entirely controversial, but see, sometimes I feel that people in the opposition side are kind of fear-mongering, When it comes to this election commissioner they're talking about, even when you look here in the United States, they got this one lady, she's been there for a very long time. She served both Republicans and Democrats. What's her name? Winberg. Yeah, she's been there for years. Those are not positions that people change. They're almost like the FBI director, James Comey. He served Republican, he served Democrat, he's been there for years. So now, okay, when you look at that lady, that Ellen, I know Ellen, one credit I must give Ellen, unlike this George Weah government. Ellen put the right people in right places. I don't care what people say. Ellen did not have a lot of controversial appointments like George Weah's brother got to Robert International.
Thank God you're talking the truth tonight. Thank God will bless you for that. Robert said,
Yeah, that woman had the right people. So Deveta Brown, I haven't read this thing or profile, but I will believe that Ellen took that woman. It's not just based because of influence from CDC. I believe that lady was qualified for the job. And then let's look at this thing, for Francis. You guys from the opposition has benefited ever since that lady became recent times since I started following. When you look at Dillon, he got re-elected. When you look at Nyobli Kanga Lawrence, look at this going election, this going senatorial election. The opposition swept everything. You guys did not complain. Everything was going rosy. All of a sudden, recently, after this whole Lufthansa debacle, where you guys suffer a bloody nose over there, everything right now, this woman right now, I saw Nyobli Kanga Lawrence, presenting petition to the woman that she aligned with I think
Musa Belede, because Musa Belede free her from the legal battle. You don't know that story? I'm not continuing, but let me just ask you a small question. You live in America, Fargo, North Dakota, right?
No, I'm in Wisconsin.
Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. That's fine. But let me just ask a simple question. We live in America, right? Yeah. And you know for sure, almost everything in America, we copy and paste on that side because of our history. Free slave from America established modern Liberia. You know that, right?
Yes, I know.
For God in heaven's sake, internal wrangling inside a specific political party, Liberty Party, between the chairman and the political leader. Okay? Yep. Election Commission chairperson is the leader of all the political parties in Liberia, registered political parties. That person is in the legal battle with the government of Liberia for selling thermometer from Amazon for almost $1 million through her brother company. And use our money. The other criminal here, Serena Seaford, the former Solicitor General, sanctioned by the U.S. government, were prosecuting David Etta Brown. David Etta Lasana Brown in court. Musa Belete, a party to the Confucian Inside Liberty Party on the desk of the chairperson of Election Commission. That may go and bail David Etta Lasana Brown out. You want to say, bro? We live in America, right? I'm very sure you watch TV in this country. I'm very sure you follow the news. It might not be all. Today, as I speak, 118 U.S. Congress is voting right now for the new Speaker of the House. Republicans are nominating multiple Republicans, majority behind, and not super majority, some number, reasonable number behind Kevin McCarthy. Even Democrats on the floor putting Hakeem Jeffrey on the board. Some Republicans are even nominating him. No money there to influence their decision. It is their independent mind. Number one, their country first. They're not us. How can you have that person stay seated as Election Commission chairperson? Solicitor General former come on and said the case is dismissed without prejudice. According to legal minds, I'm not one of them. They said to me, when the government, through the Minister of Justice, dismiss any case without prejudice, it means somebody hands in a cooking jar. Yeah. We want you to do A, B, C, and D. If you don't do it, we'll pick up that case. And it is legal. How can we have this individual say hailing Election Commission? That's the first question. She should not be there. She should not be there. She should be facing legal trial, probably go to jail because she admitted that she did it and her brother did it. And they took our money, our taxpayer money from Election Commission and give it to her brother for Amazon thermometer, for COVID. Can you imagine that? Only in Liberia this thing can happen and walk away free. In America, they got a criminal and they got criminal facilitator. You know that. When George Floyd was killed by that police officer, the other police officer that stood there without doing anything, they charged them for aiding and abetting. They're behind bar. You know that. Yeah. So you can do all your Jowea thing, your weird chain, your CDC chain, whatsoever, your Muya, your day. Sometimes we just need to put country first. We've been having issues, we've been having problems from 1989 all the way to this time. But they job we are time, they molding time, 2023 today. They level our leadership insanity we didn't see it before. You talk to your man,
But Francis, look, whatever you explain, the conflict of interest of the brother, all those things, those are bigger. Let's just look at this guy who attempted to sell Obama's Senate seat, Roy Popularity, that's from what's the place, Illinois. That man who wanted to sell Obama's Senate seat. What happened to him? He went to jail. That man got locked up. So we don't play with these things here. And, especially in those situations, people step down for. But first, I want to know this whole election commissioner thing. I don't really, you the one, you are very knowledgeable. Like, okay, who can an election commissioner be fired by the president? Because there are a lot of contradicting.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Election Commission, LACC, GAC, and few other, including Maritime, they are considered autonomous. In addition to that, 10, including Central Bank. There are a lot of them. They are now 10 positions. Some of them that 6 years, some of them are 10 years. I don't think anybody got 10 years. I'm not too sure. I think they are 5, 6 years, something like that. But my brother, I was born and raised in Lofa County, 17. I moved to Morovia, okay? From the time I moved to Morovia, I've been active in politics, a little bit. At the level of elementary school, high school, all the way, and went to early. I worked for music for at least 8 years, okay? The point here is the Chief Justice and other assistant justices, they are also appointed up to 70 years for retirement, right?
Yeah.
But the presidency in our country got a lot on their plate. They're not just George Weah. The Speaker of the House, the Constitution says elected once every 6 years. When Ellie had problem with Erin Snow, let us and Tulsa, she pushed money there through Metal Steel and they removed Erin Snow.
Yes.
They brought in, who they brought in? It was Ellis Tyler, right?
Yeah.
When she had problem with Ellis Tyler, what happened? Ellis Tyler was fired by his own people and brought in Nukwe. Right? She also had problem with Nukwe at the end of the regime because Nukwe decided to go with Joe Walker as VP. And she had initially suggested her Bebo, her political Bebo. Bessa got feeded from Grand Bassa County. Okay? So I'm saying this to say, yes, Election Commission is a turning position, but there is a catch too. When you find yourself in the breach of the peace, and you did something unethical like that, and you are convicted, as long as you are charged with that kind of charge, that's all. Let me you know the thing I'm talking about. Okay? So that charge there that Serena Seaford dropped it because he got a kickback. And that's what America punishing him now.
Yep.
That's what America punishing him. And that was not the only case that Serena Seaford dropped. Ellen Cockroach doing Ellen time. The government was pursuing that woman before George Weah came to power. When George Weah came to power, under the same foolish man here, called himself lawyer, he dropped that case because Eddie Cockroach gave him money. And Eddie Cockroach talked about it on Spoon Talk. That they actually meant they even had loving and, boyfriend and girlfriend affair and all. You know that story, right? So I'm saying this to say, when George Weah got ready to remove Kabina Janet for doing his job, he removed him. But war and economic crime cannot come because he does not have interest in it. And the simple reasons why George Weah and his government don't have interest in the war and economic crime is because they're depending on Prince Johnson vote from Nimba County to break the tie. Pay for play or play for pay. That's why. If any president, for example, you will influence decision at the level of the House and the Senate to do what you want them to do, why can't you influence the same people using the same mechanism to make the country better? River said, Pro, you love your girlfriend, you love your wife, maybe. You love your children. Why can't you showcase that you love them in real time? Joe Weah love the country, according to you people, though, and he says he love the country. But he's not doing anything to make this country better. They may leave the country for almost 50 days. He goes back to Liberia. What did he do? Did he tell the Liberian people why he brought back for them? UAE gave up over 20 million to pay one hospital. Look at that, Bapolu Hospital or Bopolu Hospital. Look at it and tell me what's the value. That hospital refund $5 million. Then you have the vice president on camera lying to the world. How can the hospital in Bopolu City have modern technology, modern doctors and everything, 14 military hospital, but you people don't go there? Why you don't go there? You keep going to Ghana, you keep going to India, you're coming to America to seek medical attention. Why? My brother will go to election. I will be there by the grace of God. We'll tell them, we'll play the tapes. Maba Marute will bring it up. We'll play the tape. We'll play the tape. It's easy. It's evil and good. You want to live with him, man? The man say he love you. He kicking you in your butt. Then you go live with him.
But with the usability and the the election commissioner, because that one was very controversial. The thing is, when I listened to, there were two sides. I followed the two sides of the story. I mean, the two sides of from two different ends. Abraham Darrell Dillon and Milton Kanga Lawrence, they called for the immediate dismantling of the election commission, including the commissioner, so they can have a new one. But when you listen to Alexander Cummings, Alexander Cummings did not call for the dissolution of the body. He said instead they should give them the needed logistics They should have the support. They should have transparency. They should have accountability. So you got one party, one group, say they should dismiss the commissioner because she's not seen as being a neutral. The fact that she sided with Musa Berete in the Liberty Party case. But then Comey said no. Comey don't have problem with our election commission. Every time I listen to Comey, he talk about transparency in the process. He talk about accountability. So there is not a unified front as far as confronting the election commissioner. So look, it becomes if there was one unified front or unified front that say, look, this lady, she has been in so many things, for her in this, this dirty deal and all those things. It's time for this lady to go. And then if all the parties come together, then if they meet one consensus and they present it to the president that this woman is no longer deemed as credible to handle the election, that would be something good. But I don't think they agree with each other on that. But
Rivers Pro, thank you very much. You are doing very well tonight. But guess what?
Right.
All the things you just talked about, there is no unifying front on the part of the opposition to confront election commission. Let me tell you something. From 1997, for example, there will be no unifying front for that. Because what? Every single political party in Liberia, their leader, like ANC, for example, he does everything. Besides Charles Taylor, only Alexander B. Cummings using his retirement money from selling sugar water to pay everybody to purchase people from different political parties. Okay? Including the current sitting chairman who won on, the party ticket. Okay? He grabbed Mobile Yoba from COP and made communication director. He grabbed your former chairman USA, Azef Atoba, and made him chief of staff when Maral left, when he sent Maral Yekula here to do law in California, right?
Yep.
So Maral Yekula returned. Azef Atoba and Dr. Clark published a book, which is fundamental right, even here in America. Kumi said he asked him to resign, so he fired him. Okay? So you expect Kumi and Unity Party and the rest of the political leaders to have the same opinion on election commission when he is a direct beneficiary of what happened inside Liberty Party? The man want to force people to be with him using his money. Musa Beledi is a businessman, according to what we know. Kumi is a former businessman. He established a foundation to be able to be president. You cannot do that in America. He knows it. You cannot use a humanitarian foundation under 5013, whatever that is, or C. You can't use it. Okay? But all these things we know in America, we live here, we go to Liberia. You cannot even force women to have sex with them, even though they pass 18. But we do all of that in Liberia. We can even go below with 16 years old. We driving car in Liberia, no play. We can't try it here in America. Here in Granford, you can't try it. In fact, in North Dakota, you cannot have your driver's side and your passenger side tinted. It's not allowed. Police will pull you over. But we do it in Liberia, right? So that Cummings right there. Cummings is succeeding in dividing Liberty Party so Musa Belete can go with him. How can you sign memorandum understanding of political party framework, quote-unquote collaboration, when that particular collaboration is supposed to be legally dissolved? How can you do that? You sign as standard bearer. You approve it as standard bearer. Liberty Party ain't got no standard bearer. This man called himself chairman and acting standard bearer or political leader, Musa Belete. However, he only signed the document as chairman of Liberty Party. Where is nobody on the signature? So you expect Cummings to agree with Unity Party and other political leaders for their chair lady or their chairperson of election commission or election commission to be dissolved? No! It's not going to work because it is the very election commission that have refused consistently to resolve Liberty Party issue. Now they're going back to the Supreme Court. Okay? So you don't expect Kumi to do that. And Kumi is not going to win election in Liberia easily. Because the calculus and the methodology he's using not going to work. If that methodology could work, it would have worked for Vanishama. Today, Vanishama becomes sedition. Everything Joey is saying can pass it. Because he's frustrated. All right? So, that is what it is, brother. Yeah, but let me hold you there. Just give your closing statement and then conclude your thoughts, and we'll call it a night. I'll be out of here.
Yeah, but Francis, look, the point you made about comments, look, I know that because I listen to Abraham Darrell Delon and and consistently he said that comments is trying to destabilize Liberty Party. Yeah, and then he always blames for even Yombi Kanga Lauren. I listened to her and she says the same thing. And I listened to Delon one time. He said something, and I made a post, but people kind of like brushing aside that he was the troublemaker. They don't say that stability in Liberty Party will be good for the opposition. But a Liberty Party is stable, they will be able to push ahead to confront Georgia, who should be their ultimate target. But he said once Liberty Party is in that problem, they got the division. It will not benefit. The opposition, and I think it was true. That a lot of people from ANC, from other parties, people did not. People thought that Delon and Nyambi were the ones that orchestrated problems. Within the city or within the opposition group. But anyway.
But before you close, right, let me ask you the simple question.
Yeah.
We are in a collaboration, right? Okay, Holy Constant, I agree. But we're forcing you. Inside my party, we're forcing that too. So you, my collaboration friend, okay? You say you want to go to my house. I say, don't go there. Because things are not okay there. You force it to go there. You and I, who is the problem?
I am the problem.
Okay.
It's
almost like you and your best friend. You marry, I marry. Me and my woman, we having issue. You want to bring yourself inside without all inviting you.
Yeah.
And I tell you, say don't come there. And you force yourself to come there. In America, yeah, you know what I will do to you? Self-defense. I will shoot you. That's what I will do. Because you're coming to escalate our situation. We didn't invite you. Under self-defense. That's what I will do to you. Just common sense. How can Kumi be going from all over the... Why can't he go to University of Liberia? Why can't he go to AMU? Why can't he go to UMU? Why can't he go to Thurman Technical College, now attend to University in Maryland and recruit people from there? So he doesn't have the ability, even though he has money, to do that? Why you keep going to other people's political parties, taking people from there? Look at Mariah Yakula, for example. Former Unity Party assistant minister.
Yeah.
Member of the Campaign Unity Party 2017. That Mariah Yakula, they all telling Baka say he ain't worth to be president. You know what they're saying there? And now that Kumi has the ultimate agenda. In the first place, there is no political philosophy in Liberia or ideology as it is here in America. Everybody just talking about bread butter issue. That's it.
Yep.
These people are not honest people. They are only using the constitutional framework about fundamental right that they can decide to associate with A, B, C, and D. But you, the political leader inside that party, your party is new. You need to read between the lines. They don't like you. They don't really favor whatever you say to the Liberian people. The only reason why they are saying what they are saying is because of what you're giving them. Pro, some are all in the country. Me are not there because I don't make that money. I make more than that, okay? If you make $3,500 or $3,600 in a month, yeah, in America, you know you're not too bad. You know that, right?
Yeah.
People are making that money in Liberia from Kumi's pocket.
Oh, yeah.
From Kumi's pocket. Chief of staff to Kumi make $3,600. US dollar. The Secretary General from Pro-Democracy Group, former Minister of Labor Kofi Wu Foundation, Arusha too, he graduated from law school in North Carolina. He's Secretary General. Okay? He brought the other guy the last time, the Kwahi Yakpa. Our lawyer can't even explain anything. I can do better. He take Azevar from CDC. Where is Azevar today? Maba Yogba from COP. The only thing Maba Yogba does, he sit on Facebook and hold beer bottle. That's it. And he's a communication director when Cummings, Tim Cummings was in disarray with Louis Brown, talking at aid to say he has some kind of spiritual power. Shame on Cummings. Shame on him.
Let me kind of comment defend him a closing statement because CDC, ANC and CDC, they are they are like Esau and not Esau, but Ishmael and Ishmael and Isaac. But look, I think Cummings felt betrayed by you guys when it comes to the whole project.
Betray himself.
You guys know that Cummings did not force that document, and you made Cummings to go through that humiliation. I saw the man in court. You could see how the man physical appearance was present. You could see the man's demeanor. Look, the thing has psychological effect on the man. Yeah, mentally, that thing messes there. And Omer Boaka, who expected to be a unifier, Omer Boaka went in that court. So if you look at it, you can see the anger for Cummings. You can see the frustration. You can see that level of betrayal, the disappointment, the very group of which people criticizing for joining the original CPP. And you knew better that you were in that group. You knew they had a lot of controversial people. But for the sake of the country, Cummings joined that group. And you did that thing to that man, you say he forged document. The man spent his reputation for over 4 decades working in corporate America. That man never went to jail. He was never accused of any malpractice. That man going to labor and you treated the man like that. You think the man got ready to do what he's doing, bro, princess? Let me tell you, man.
Do you know what I have to say to you so that you can take it to him? Tell Kumi, say, welcome to Liberian politics. Thank you very much for your devil advocacy. He sweat good. He's going to go to jail. So everyone's supposed to send to jail. Then you're going to understand. We're going to make sure you go to jail. Before you come from jail, election is over. But wait now, Omer Boaka is the next president. Omer Boaka should not be in the business of defying the court when the court subpoena him. Should not be in that business. Because when you are a leader or you are man or you are part in the home, the children copy from you. So we the followers of Omer Boaka, and we are pushing everything to make sure Omer Boaka is president. Come 2023, he got to play that leadership role. Omer Boaka didn't violate anything, didn't violate any friendship. And by the way, Omer Boaka and Kumi went to the same school, College of West Africa, CWA. When Omer Boaka was serving as assistant business manager, Kumi was still going to school. At CWA. Okay? So, he needs to understand. Aki and Baba, Kumis, have all these children around you, including your chairman, who can't even offer anything. You can't even tell you, say, my man, return that $30,000, I will give you something from my pocket. You can't say it. You will still on inside Kumis. ABC, we will beat you as simply as your name. ABC. That here, Riverside Pro, Lord, let me tell you something. I enjoy the show tonight because you're on with me and we're talking, Riverside Pro, let me tell you something. They fight there between Omer Boaka and Joe Weir, and Joe Weir telling you it's over. Joe Weir will be let me give you small history, right? Every time America do something like LRB can follow, or LeBron do something, America can follow. A lot of people don't take key interest in these things. The last time we make the first woman president in Liberia, with no man, that was a good history, right?
Yeah, sure.
In America, we made the first black man president, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up to date, ready to go. Somebody who nobody thought could win presidency in the country on the basis of history.
Mm-hmm.
So America come back and make the first businessman president. He never had any opportunity to go to the military, to serve as city mayor, to even serve as student council president, Donald Trump. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
When we made Donald Trump president, that was the first time America had immigrant first lady. All right? What her name? Yeah, Donald Trump's wife.
Who?
I'm talking about Donald Trump's wife, man.
Yeah, Donald Trump, near Melania Trump.
Right, Melania Trump. So what did Liberia do? What did Liberia do? First woman president in Liberia, Africa as a whole. First black president in America, okay? Then we go again. The first time we made the first indigenous president elected, I'm talking about that John Samuel Doe did. The first time we elected the first indigenous man, have no idea. He was never student council president in any school. In fact, he dropped out of school. According to his own admission, he stopped at 11th grade. But from all indications, the way George Weah can tell, he even looked like someone who finished 6th grade. But the good news is, George Weah, among all of the footballers in the world, he's the most blessed footballer. That's a fact. Play football and give all that title. Whether he got money, he didn't get money, we don't know. But probably he squandered it. Because we were told he made up to 84 million. But prior to him retiring from football, his 3 businesses all went down. We had Sports Center on Ronald Street. Young Professional went down. King Lodge went down. He became president because the young people gave it to him. From all indications, Salisa played good football. Oliver McCall played good football. And the rest of the people, I don't follow sport too much. Because Joey has saw our game. Because of Child Taylor business. Okay? When we made Joey our president, we too now, we got immigrant first lady. Someone who is a triple citizen. She's an American, she's a Jamaican, and she's a Liberian by marriage. And she carry our diplomatic passport. Clear we are. So you see, the fact that we made Donald Trump one-term president, that history is going to Liberia will make Joe one-term president. That's my point.
Yeah.
Because history continues to repeat itself.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, when I listen to American politics, let me tell you one thing. Where I got a problem with, where I don't think Joseph Walker. If you look, when I listen to the commercial during this going election, they said that when you listen to the Democrats, they said Joe Biden and Barack Obama, they took you out of the recession, they took you out of your economic nightmare. Joe can do it again. A lot of the campaign, Joe Biden was elected based on the good job that he and Obama did.
Yes.
Any refusal to endorse Joseph Walker is an impediment. It's going to be your hatred. You guys are not looking at it. You work with somebody for 12 consecutive years. And I mean consecutive because there was not a break in. 12 consecutive years. This Obama refused. Look, I don't care what I say about Eddie. When I see Eddie, I think about Nancy Pelosi, powerful lady. I think about Marley Albright. I talk about lady like how do you call it, or Hillary Clinton. That's how Ellie is in world history. She's an iron lady. The fact that Ellie refused to endorse Joseph Walker that she worked for 12 years, that should be something that should worry you guys. I know they got the Elliness group and they got the Walker group, and there are claims and counter claims. Oh, Walker got play on the Oman. I don't think Walker got any play on that Oman. I think Ellie is very smart. Ellie is politically smart. There is a reason. And the fact that Ellie is not endorsing Joseph Walker, that should be something to worry you guys.
We're not worried about it. We're not worried about that. Eddie was president. She did not make Joseph Walker president. When she's not president, I think she'll be Joseph Walker president. Who worry about that? Anybody worry about that, there's something wrong with your brain.
Okay.
Something wrong with your brain. But real said, bro, it's been a good time, man. That's why I said my body need to call. So, my brother, you are welcome here anytime, man, any day. You know, on this show, we don't have fundamental problem with people. I mean, we got public policy problem with folks. But you know what?
Yep.
It's better for us to talk. We can't be our previous generation that went and took AK-47, bazooka, mortar, and all that and went and kill our people. We ain't going to do that. But you know what? We will fight. We'll use our brain. We'll use our vote. We'll remove who we don't want. Until they can serve us better, that's what we will do. And we're not encourage anybody to do that. Anyway, I will sit here, thank God for technology. I'm sitting here, you know how many people watching me? By the time I go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning, guess what? It will be to 5,000 views.
Yeah.
That's a good number. And you know what? There are a lot of people in and out of Liberia, policy maker, even here in America. Okay? They are listening to these conversations. And these are some of the areas they gather their information and follow through and make decisions, including Uncle Sam. So we're making progress, small. So my brother, thank you. I mean, thank you for your contribution. All right. So let me just tell all our people that follow us tonight, thank you for coming on.
Okay. Thank you, Brother President. Thank you for having me. I will subscribe to the program so I can be getting the
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Okay. All right, my brother. Thank you. So everybody on tonight, I want to say y'all thank you plenty. I gotta go sleep small, yeah. I gotta go push my cartoon tomorrow, okay? Uncle Father Taylor, thank you for coming on. And Sister Florence Taylor, thank you. Terry Heron, thank you. I think this is what we're gonna be doing now. Well, we'll finish with Taylor, thank you, okay? Mary McLean, thank you. J.S. Romeo, Nabil, thank you for coming on. Our own friend and brother, Minister Alvin P., thank you for coming on. Hawa Meska, our sister, how I'm going to call you, just so you know. Thank you very much for coming on tonight. You made the show very fabulous for that call, wonderful call. And who yet again? Let me make sure. I know we got our brother, Stephen Johnson, here tonight. Yeah, he came late, but at least he came. That's good, Stephen. Keep it on. Yep. Bele Pimba. Man, thank you for coming on, okay? And Vivian Eastman, thank you for coming on. And Lawrence Fowler, thank you. Lawrence Fowler, thank you very much. You also called. That's great call. All right. Amara Rusani Ture, thank you for coming on board. Morris Kamara, thank you. Another dev again, yep. You know that job we are now, they gotta keep playing with blood, especially election year. Yeah, let it go. Mr. Sandra Johnson, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, for coming on board tonight. Yep. They keep on doing what they gotta do, and that's why we will keep doing what we're doing. The baby was said their man can't see, they did what they can't see. Jax Vocal, thank you for coming up, my brother. That anything you get there, just decide in your own corner. Gabriel T, thank you for coming on board. All right. Penal Davis, thank you. Watching from Philadelphia. How I say you lot? You lot people don't get time right now. They're hustling. Yeah, you lot people hustling. Yeah, we don't have time for that. Okay, Abraham Seagull, thank you for coming on. And our own friend and brother, Riverside Pro. Yep. Henrietta Connor Kanga. No, Morgan, excuse me. Thank you for coming on. All right. Yep. I think so far. Oh, no. That's not it. I think a few people yet. Yeah. Stevie Johnson Page. The second. Thank you for coming on, brother. The host of Class Reloaded. Yeah. Better come back again. JB all the way. Galapai. Kapali. Thank you. Even though you say something over there. No, we're not going to that again. We got to go sleep. Stevie was asking why did Eddie choose Joseph Boakai for second term, saying he didn't do anything. That's a good question, but only Eddie can answer it. Yep, only Eddie can answer that question. The old man is a wicked old lady. That's the part of it. Edward, thank you for joining. Ali Kurma, thank you for joining. We're done for the night. Everybody, if I didn't call your name, it is not on purpose, okay? I want to say thank you to everybody for joining tonight. I think we had a fabulous show time. Even though we went above 2 hours, but you know what? We're doing it for Mama Liberia. For Liberia to be a better place for all of us, okay? Yo, thank you plenty for coming on. Thank you. I see you when I see you. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be here.